30-06 John here, and today I'm going to be going over what I've been shooting the last several days. My lever action 44 Magnum. Been using loads of Hornady 200 grain XTP and Hodgdon Lil'Gun powder. So keep on watching, and I hope you enjoy the video. The gun I'm using is my Henry lever action 44 Magnum. This has a 16-inch barrel. It also has the side loading gate. And for optics, I have a Leupold VX3 1.5-5 scope. Hodgdon Lil'Gun powder. It's a fine powder. It's not as fine as Winchester 296 or H110, but it sits right next to those in the burn rate chart. Use it in my 450 Bushmaster. It works well. Some people don't like to use it in revolvers because this powder does burn hot, and there's been reports of it burning the top strap on a revolver near the cylinder gap. The bullets I'm going to be using are the Hornady XTP 200 grain bullets. A little bit lighter than the 240s, of course. Not as light as the 180s. I just wanted to see how these would shoot and how fast I could get them going. Here's a couple of my first reloads. They look well. I'm using, this will focus on here, but these are Federal cartridge brass. This is range pickup brass. I've used these a few times. Here's my target. I shot at 50 yards. Of course, the 44 mag, 16-inch barrel Henry lever action, 200 grain Hornady XTP, 26.9 grains of Lil'Gun. I average out this load from several different loading sources. This isn't a max load, but it's what I figured best. CCI large pistol magnum primer. These are Federal used cases, and I did crimp these at the cannula. 50 yards, 5 shots made a 2 3/4 inch group. That's only very average accuracy. Was expecting a little bit better than that. My average velocity of 2,016 feet per second. So that thing is zipping along there pretty good. I did shoot sort of fast for this group here. The barrel did get sort of warm, and so I'm going to load up some more ammunition and go back out to the range. I loaded up more ammo, except this time I'm using once fired Starline brass. This group is a 5-shot group, 2.5 inches at 50 yards. Once again, 44 Magnum, 16-inch Henry lever action. Same load, except I use Starline once fired brass. Average velocity was almost exactly the same as with the other brass, 2,014 feet per second. But the group's a little bit tighter, 2.5 inches. I did wait about 1 minute between each shot. Reduced it maybe 1/4 inch. Expect a little bit better accuracy. Here's a ballistic table I created from the Hornady website. Let me zoom in here. You could see that if 200 grain XTP going 2,000 feet per second. If you zero it for 100 yards, at 50 yards you're only 0.6 inches high, so I'm going to have to crank that scope down quite a bit. At 125 yards or 1.5 inches low, so that makes it into about maybe 125 yard gun if you can get the accuracy. But the wind is what really hurts you there. I added a 10 mile per hour wind. Your wind drift at 125 yards is 5.4 inches. Even at 100 yards, it's 3.4 inches. That's a lot of wind drift. If you're looking for a high velocity 44 mag load, the 200 grain XTPs and Lil'Gun powder seems to get that velocity. That's all that I have for today, everyone. Hey, thanks for watching, everyone. Stay safe and have a nice day.